75 youth wrote in and created this amazing book that will remind you the perspective you should have about this challenge in front of you. So, to introduce our morning keynote address speaker, I can tell you that she has a lot of things on her resume that are just amazing. She is the branch leader from the Edmonton, Alberta branch, which she happens to be the only active branch leader in Canada. So we joke that she's in charge of Canada. We'll take care of the US. She has done modeling for neurodiversity, which is amazing. She has been on now 2 seasons of a docuseries in Canada called Push, where they follow people around who have various disabilities, and they get to find out what challenges them throughout their day and how they get around it, and she's representing CMT. She's taking up wheelchair rugby. She has been a foreign trades recruiter, and I have not one clue what that is, but she's done it, and she's happy to talk to you about it anytime later. And she's speaking now, and I asked her, what's your goal? What's your mission right now in your life? And she said she wants to create a true presence of support for CMT in Canada, which is just amazing. Her talk is themed and called Unity with Community. And I can tell you, I only met her once on a Zoom call, and I thought she was super energetic and had no other thoughts besides that. Then I got to know her yesterday, and she is delightful. So let's listen to her, but then talk to her during the day, because she's got the magic. I can assure you of that. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce Victoria Berezovich. Let's hear it, y'all.
I get up here as quick as I can without popping a wheelie, which I do sometimes. I'm known to do that. So get here, get all set up. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family of CMT. Esteemed colleagues and partners of our remarkable CMT community. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to be in front of you today to deliver the 2023 CMTA Patient and Research Summit Keynote Address. Today, I want to share with you a message of incredible significance, a powerful theme of determination in your own personal journey and finding unity in community. Let me start. What is community? A group of people with shared common purpose, values, and cultures. Perhaps a shared basis that transcends geographical boundaries. The CMTA embodies the definition of community, because all of us attending here today, in person and virtually at home, are linked by a foundational shared basis that transcends geographical boundaries. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. When we find and embrace a community such as the CMTA, we don't just find support, but we find the very tapestry of unity in community. It took me nearly my entire lifetime to connect with others that have CMT and to find my community. The pictures that you see above right here were taken in November of 2022 through my involvement as a cast member, as Jonas said, with the Canadian docuseries called Push, which is available on CBC and the CBC GEM network. I had the privilege to fly to Las Vegas and meet 3 generations of females with CMT for the first time in my lifetime, one of which is sitting right here in front of me, my sister. Love you dearly. This pivotal meeting led me to today, almost exactly 1 year later from that day. speaking in front of the entire unified CMT community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The day that I got to spend with these 3 empowering women, bonding and learning wisdom about life with CMT, propelled me to reignite my lifelong dream and purpose. I felt an urge again to unlock my drive to not just survive, but thrive. All because I finally felt unity in the CMT community. Meeting these women was a monumental moment in my life. It renewed and strengthened my hope and determination to return to Canada and to create a CMT community that provides the same level of peer support and experience that I experienced in Vegas. I'm truly grateful and humbled to announce that as a result of the unwavering support of the CMTA, June of 2023, my dreams came true, and I became the Edmonton, Alberta CMTA branch leader. And as of September of 2023, also support and welcome members from across Canada, where I got to reach out to 2,200 Canadians. Let me tell you why a CMT community has always been a subject that has been close to my heart. Imagine what life was like for me to be diagnosed as an adult with CMT4C and not having a way to connect to others with CMT. No CMT community at all. My family and I often felt like wounded warriors left on a deserted island to navigate the life's challenges of CMT alone. As a child, before my CMT diagnosis, as you can see, I believe in the slide, yep, there we go, came along, I had quite the journey within the medical system in Canada. I had undergone 2 spinal fusions as a child, which led me to not just learn how to rewalk once, but twice in my life. As an adult, not only did I have to navigate the progression of CMT, I also faced the daunting challenge of an unruptured 7mm brain aneurysm. A situation that demanded immediate brain surgery. Through the unwavering support of the medical professionals and my own determination, I triumphed over my health obstacles and emerged stronger and more resilient. However, I still craved a community like the CMTA to provide a sense of belonging. I didn't want other families to go through the physical and emotional and societal barriers that I and my family faced by not having an established community back home. My diagnosis and life experience became empowering because deep down, I knew that unity within existed. My life at that time presented me with an opportunity, and I chose to embrace it as my mission and my lifelong legacy. I chose to not allow my circumstances to define my capabilities, not just for myself, but I wanted that for the community that was desperately needed back home. I wanted unity within the community for all. I always knew that I couldn't be the only person around with CMT and that a community was out there waiting to be unified and the sense of belonging, guidance, and accepted. The CMTA community is more than that. It is a network of extraordinary strength, support, and encouragement, shared experiences, values, and goals. We have a tapestry, many of us in this room, of unified threads composed of those living with CMT, their families, caregivers, professionals, all bound by a common journey. I have personally experienced that peer support within a CMT community is invaluable in navigating challenges that CMT presents. We gain unity through vital role within our community by raising awareness, advocating for research, advancements, and improved daily management plans. By gathering together as we are today, we can amplify our voices and increase visibility. An individual's CMT journey will always, and I'm saying always, be a story of resilience, strength, and determination for a better tomorrow. Because we simply don't have any other choice but to harness our warrior spirit. I have always strived, do we have this up? To live a thrived life and fulfilled life and push boundaries through my passions and advocacy and achieving goals, especially as a woman living with a lifelong disability. I don't want you in this room to ever have limiting beliefs on how much you can experience and accomplish in life despite navigating a life with CMT. I was honored to be invited as a guest speaker on the CMT for Me podcast, which gave me the opportunity to share my insight, my challenges navigating limited genetic testing options in Canada, and the political obstacles I faced in order to even properly get diagnosed with 4C. In my early 20s, I experienced what it feels like to fly in a guider plane without an engine. Only the quiet hum of an atmosphere around me, which was an experience that I now have done twice in my lifetime. And once the Edmonton CMTA branch started, I evolved, like Jonah had said, and a fellow branch member had reached out to me and encouraged me to try wheelchair rugby. I don't look like I play wheelchair rugby at all. And as a result, not only did I enjoy it, and I found it very beneficial physically and cognitively, I decided to join the local wheelchair rugby team. And I did this also without any basic wheelchair skills at all. So I not only was learning rugby for the first time, I was learning how to even navigate a manual chair. Let me tell you, it's a lot of work. This was a task that I included in my personal challenge to myself that I had set out before my 40th birthday, that I called 41sts before 40. By joining that local rugby team, I got to meet another teammate that also has CMT for the first time and further build unity in the community. CMT always reminds me of the power of unity within a community. It's testament to human resilience and the ability to thrive and evolve despite adversity. I also believe in giving CMT the platform and representation it deserves by demonstrating that boundaries can be pushed through diversity. I currently am represented by a talent agency called Kello Inclusive that believes in neurodiverse representation. I have represented CMT on a modeling platform through several local print ads for a wide range of companies. As of recently, along with several other of my dear friends that represent spinal cord injuries, we united to collaborate on a photo shoot, which these photos are from, which led to our photos being published in 2 international fashion magazines, one in Ukraine, which is my cultural background, which is a massive honor for me, and the other in New York. October 2023, I was invited to take the runway at Saskatchewan Fashion Week. Specifically at the Saskatchewan Wearable Art Gala, I modeled a headpiece, as you can see here, that was referred to as the Peace Poppy. The message behind this piece is one that I think will resonate with us all, especially today. The white poppy signifies peace and was made up of recycled material, an old tent, bike tires, scrap fabric, dead plants, and found objects, all sewn together like a tapestry with love. Albert Einstein once said, "Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding." Choose to be more understanding of others, of yourself, and the world around you. I'm hoping that by seeing all that I have personally achieved in life, that you can use it to motivate yourself to never lose your warrior spirit and your drive to thrive in life. Continue to support and empower yourself and others around you. Together, we can overcome the most challenging obstacles and build a more compassionate and inclusive world. Let's strive together to foster a community that celebrates diversity, advocates for inclusion and awareness, as well as improve the quality of life for those affected by CMT. Be authentic, support, contribute, and celebrate the little milestones in your life. Remember that setbacks are a part of life, but you don't have to go through it alone. Approach life with determination and resilience. Learn lessons, continue moving forward, and do not go backwards. Seek out your community and lean on them in times of need, as well as learn wisdom from their lived experiences. Appreciate your unique path and go into this world embracing our community. You have the strength, you have the resilience and determination deep inside of you, as I did. And be extraordinary and have a journey full of purpose and fulfillment, because you always will have unity in community. Thank you.